Happy Tuesday. Let's see. A couple big things. This weekend has been quite eye-opening, very much a whirlwind of an experience, but I just wanted to quickly share with you all a few things as I come on here, just to update you about life and prep and everything in between. First things first, I just want to thank you all very much for the love and the support and all of your messages this weekend. I've literally got over 100 DMs that I'm still responding to just from this weekend alone. And even in the last couple of weeks, I've been trying really hard to catch up since my meltdown. But I really appreciate you guys just being really supportive, being a great family, and thank you for that. As far as this show goes, I feel like a lot of people were so curious to know about my placement, and I'm not afraid to share, where I got. I was 15th out of 30-something girls, and I felt like I was right where I belonged. I was stacked up against girls who are not natural and taking steroids or other supplements that I don't personally believe in. But I am very proud of my progress, and the girl I went up there to compete against was really me. It's been humbling to say the least, and I thought mentally I wouldn't be able to handle it. So I was really grateful that I just only invited my family and no friends. I had friends at my last show, and mentally I didn't think I could have taken it on even as strongly as from last year. I was afraid that I might kind of fall off the bandwagon, or that things just wouldn't pan out for me for the future. But I just realized going to nationals how much more I want to be a part of this sport, and how grateful I am that I got to go in the first place to nationals. I know this is my first one. I haven't even been competing for a year, and to make it there is more than most can say as a bikini or even a bodybuilder competitor in this sport. And I'm just, I feel like I met my match in a good way. And so given my placement, that's cool. The process really, I think, was more of a struggle in the last 6 months, just trying to understand how to balance work and how to balance personal life. And what I think was the biggest thing I could have benefited from was rest. I really think that I didn't rest as much as I should have or as I wanted to. And I took the opportunities with work as they came. When I first started prep, I was still working in a restaurant. I didn't really have any other job. I was trying really hard to build my business, but I didn't have the foundation for it. And I was slowly mapping out that path as well. I have been grateful to be a part of the F45 family, and Brock, who's on there right now, thank you, Brock, for even just supporting me right now. Brock gave me a great opportunity. Dana also gave me a great opportunity just to get to be closer to clients that I have now in nutrition, and being able to set up a proper program for them. Obviously being on here and sharing all this, I'm like getting so nervous, and I'm like sweating. If you guys can't even tell, I'm literally sweating right now. But I still have this like disgusting orange spray tan, and still trying to get rid of that. But as I was saying, like, now the fun part comes. So I'm ready to map out my road to nationals for Miami. I know that Pittsburgh's coming up in 6 months, but Miami is the next big one in November, and I feel kind of bad already just to pick that show and that date, but I realized that my family will understand. I had a family trip planned out, but I want this to be a part of my career, and I want this to be something that I continue on doing. And so many people are like, when are you going to stop? Or when do you feel like you've reached that point of success and you're good, and now you're like, okay, I'm good now. And I'm not done yet. I'm just starting. I love it. I'm addicted, and I just when I'm done, I'll be done. But right now I want to keep going. And so I like that mentality. I like that this is giving me a lot of personal grit, and I am learning a lot more about who I am, the friendships I want to keep, the energy I want to share with others, and also the energy that I want to preserve to myself. This year I've made a vow to be a little bit more selfish while letting go and just trusting my process. And I am okay with saying no to people. And I actually had a professor last year that taught me that, as you start to excel or do things more in your professional life, you're going to learn how to not just say no, but to say no to most things. And that has been probably my biggest struggle this year, is accepting the fact that I've had to say no to most things, because I want this so much more. I want my pro card. I really do believe that I could get my pro card by the end of this year, and I'm ready to take it to that next level. I just know that the girls that I'm competing with, and I don't want to say against, but competing with, they themselves are building up their bodies as well, and they're giving their all just the same. And it's sad to say again that I'm competing against girls that are not natural, and they don't choose to do this the hard way. In my opinion, it should be something that's earned and not given. And I am grateful that, again, work and the job opportunities that I've been given because of this, and in spite of this, actually, both ways, it's helped and hurt me somehow. It just continues to prosper. My clientele has literally doubled in the last week thanks to F45. It's really humbling too to see how many people trust me, and I see the level of influence that I have been passing on to you all, as I set an example for myself, to just push through the challenge, push through for that change. And I think now the biggest thing is I need to focus on rest, recovery, and growth, as I try to build myself to be a stronger, better person, athlete, coach, and just a better family member and friend. Right now, I am taking some time to just be with my family and be a good friend, be a great sister. I have my sister here with me, I have my mom with me, and I've tried my best to spend the day with them. I haven't seen them in 6 months. And it's just, it's hard because I'm so passionate about what I do to program for you all and what I do to be a great coach for you all. It has been giving me a lot of anxiety lately when I can't respond right away, or I'll be driving in my car and I'll get text message after text message of, and to me, sometimes they're simple questions, and I'd rather my clients ask a question than just kind of assume or go off on their own track. I'm all about open communication. Please tell me if something's going on or you have a question. What's really hard for me is the feeling of needing to respond right away. So I wanted to also share with you that I've decided to set aside what I would call quote unquote office hours, because as much as I would want to be hands-on for everybody, I've just decided that now office hours are, I think, more of an organized thought process. I can set that time aside. I can sit down. I can clearly explain things the way that they should be explained, rather than kind of like a bunch of jumbled up text messages together as we go along. I feel like it'll help my anxiety and just, again, allow me to be a better coach for you all too. So emails, I'll still be able to respond to emails as best as I can, as long as I'm not traveling out of the country, or right now I'm hiding in the mountains. Then I would be really, really excited to respond to your messages like within the day, but 24 hours is probably the time frame that I'm looking at. text messages. I will set aside office hours from 12 to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That is usually the time that I have free between coaching. I work on a block schedule and I coach 8 sessions physically at 2 different F45 studios right now. So I now do meetings. I have meetings in between as well. But if it's a special situation, I know some of you are working and you would like to actually set up a phone call or have those times to, set aside, I'm more than happy to do that. But my office hours, I'm going to say, are between 12 to 4 p.m. to answer questions, emails within 24 hours, and phone calls within 24 hours if I don't respond. It's just, again, better organization. You all are amazing, and I love my clients, but my clientele has been growing faster than I can almost keep up with, and I just want to make sure that I'm taking care of you all as best as I can. I really do care about you guys, and to my family that's all been here through the process, through it all. Again, I'm just really grateful, and thanks for maybe not always understanding, but at least supporting me when I say I can't go to something or I'd rather choose sleep. I have a feeling that might be something I'm going to start saying a little bit more in the next 5 months until November. I am going to be choosing sleep. I am glad that I'm not working shifts. I was working in a restaurant and coaching F45, and I would get off of my shift sometimes after midnight and maybe sleep for 3 hours and then start my work day at 3:30 in the morning. I'd get up and be at work by 4:15, 4:30. And so I'm grateful that I had that job, but it was really much of a struggle of like being where I wanted to be versus where I was in the moment, and taking that with the full opportunity and a positive attitude. So I guess my life update is I'm back. I'm here. I promise. My brain was stuck in the matrix. I didn't really get as much food as I was wanting in the last couple of months, but now it's time to just kind of grow a little bit slowly but surely. I am reverse dieting right now. So my calories are still not as high as I'd like them to be, just to properly adhere to the hormone changes and understand that my body is still fluctuating. My metabolism dropped a lot when I was in this caloric deficit for a long time, and I'm just starting to resurface. I promise that I'm nicer than I was before, and I won't be so tired all the time, but I am hoping to prepare for another show here in September, maybe in Sacramento or Northern California area, to get up on that stage for another regional show just before I go back for nationals in November, to keep me fresh on my toes, to keep my face fresh in front of the judges so they know that I'll be coming after that pro card in November, and I won't stop until I get it, and then I won't stop probably once I get it. So to the process, to everything, to my family, thank you again. I'm going to take some time off and kind of just be present with my mom and my dad and my sister, and just know that I love you guys, and I'm really trying my best to respond as much as possible. But your love and your support means more than you know. Thank you, everyone. And to my clients, I'm always here. Again, shoot me a text, shoot me an email, but this girl's going to try and take some time off vacation, okay? So till then, peace out.